Matt, kicking off the prelims of UFC Auckland, we have a fight at women's flyweight between Zombie Girl Priscila Cachoeira taking on Danger Shana Dobson. This fight's very interesting odds-wise because right now, Shana Dobson trending at a minus 175 favorite, Cachoeira around a plus 150. And if you go over to Tapology and look at what the fans are voting, out of 464 votes, Priscila Cachoeira, the favorite there at a 63% clip, 85% of fans picking her to win by decision. Now, if you look at Priscila Cachoeira and her body of work in the UFC, hasn't been great. She had Valentina Shevchenko in her UFC debut, then Molly McCann, then a loss to Luana Carolina. And if you look over at Shana Dobson, I mean, she's 3-3 as a pro MMA fighter, but she's taken on the likes of Roxanne Modafferi on top in an exhibition fight. She's fought Nico Montano as a pro. She's fought Lauren Mueller, and then most recently Sabina Mazow losses there. So Cachoeira in the UFC 0-3, Shana Dobson 1-3. She won her debut. And if I can give you one more stat for Priscila Cachoeira, you look at her total strikes given and taken. Total strikes taken 466 in 3 fights, and she's given 149. That's not a recipe for success. Now, I know 230 of them were in the Valentina Shevchenko fight. Her differentials in 15 minutes, the average is 3.7 to 7.94 given and taken. For Dobson, her numbers aren't that great either. I mean, they're 3.56 to 5.3. If somebody's going to win this fight, we know that they actually do. Their strong suits are both boxing. But who's gonna edge out here?
It's gonna be a boring. Like, this isn't a good fight at all. This is one of those fights, and we seem to say this at least once per card, with the losers getting their walking papers. And it's an unfortunate thing to say, but it's just the truth. You can't go 0-4 to start your UFC career and expect to get a 5th chance. And for Shana Dobson, I know she has that 1 TKO win against Ariel Beck in her first fight. But if you watch that fight, she hit back. Beck took like 3 steps. Everything was good, and then she kind of fell down and just gave up. And she kind of openly admitted that she just gave up in the middle of the fight. And for the fact that Dobson is such a big favorite, neither woman has really shown the skills to even be a favorite, if that makes any sense. This should be an even fight. Neither one really belongs to be in the UFC, unfortunately. But I do think Cachoeira is more likely to win by decision.
Matt going with Cachoeira in this fight. I agree with you. I mean, I could certainly see Shana Dobson getting a win. But Matt, you're not going to want to miss the rest of our predictions for UFC Auckland. They're right over there. I mean, we've got a great main event. Paul Felder taking on Dan Hooker. The co-main event's fun too. Jimmy Crute and Michael Olszewczuk. So make sure you tune in with Fight Night Picks on YouTube, Matt. Let's get into it.